Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. So, I don't know if this problem's been fixed yet, but most of us have been quite frustrated because we've wanted to make games for Linux platforms, but we've been unable to get the executables to work because basically what's happening is the Node WebKit is still trying to use a file that the more modern Ubuntu variants don't use anymore. These new versions of the distros are basically using a more updated version of this particular file. Now what I'm talking about basically comes down to this. Here's an exported project in a Linux format. Now if I were to try and run this application, it just wouldn't work. So you'd automatically think, well, maybe I haven't set the properties. And if you go into permissions, you can see that that isn't the case. It's ticked down here that this is allowed to execute as a program. So it's quite frustrating. So what I did was I opened up the terminal and I pulled the file into the terminal, pressed enter to launch it, and you get this little notification come up. Error while loading shared libraries. libudev.so.0 cannot open shared object file. This is actually quite an easy fix. What I'm going to need you to do is go into the terminal and type in sudo apt-get install ghex. So once you've pressed enter and you've put your password in, it will come up with, I've already got it so it won't come up on here, but it will basically show you a little bit of text and tell you to press Y to install. So do so and let it continue on with its thing. So once that's done, if you go up to your menu, you should see in the development tab you have this program called ghex. So what we're going to do with this, as you can see, once I've opened it, we've just got this really small window. You're going to open it and find your exported folder with the Linux files in. And you'll notice here, you can see my executable. Go to open. And all of a sudden we get all of this. We don't need to bother with the majority of this. We need to find one small part. So press ctrl+f to bring up the find dialog and move your mouse cursor and click over on this little full stop over here. Now what I want you to type in is libudev. Now click find next. So as you can see, we've got this little area highlighted in red, and as I've mentioned before, libudev.so.0 isn't used by Linux anymore. What is used is libudev.so.1. So all we need to do to get this executable to run is click on the 0 and type in a 1. Then just go to File, Save, close the program. So if I now try and run the executable, give it a little bit of time, it loads. It's just a little program that I was working on a few days ago. But yeah, that's literally all that needed to be done in order to get this file to actually work. So I hope that helps, and just remember, if you're not very good with the terminal, I'll leave the instructions in the description box, but like I say, it's just a ridiculously simple fix. I hope that's helped you anyways. Thanks.